So what is the sequence of LMTD and NTU method? These are the equations which we have studied in LMTD method. These are the equations which we have derived in NTU method. In LMTD we have Q is equal to UAF delta T. U is overall heat transfer coefficient, A is the required area, F is correction factor, which is applicable only for the cross flow or shell and tube heat exchanger. This is delta T, which is logarithmic mean temperature difference, which is delta T1 minus delta T2 divided by ln delta T1 and delta T2. Delta T1 and delta T2 is value of delta T1 and delta T2 can be find out according to configuration. For parallel flow heat exchanger, delta T1 is TH1 minus TC1, delta T2 is TH2 minus TC2. For counter flow heat exchanger, delta T1 is TH1 minus TC2 and delta T2 is TH2 minus TC1. P and R is the two non-dimensionless parameter to find out value of correction factor, where P is TC2 minus TC1, which is rise in the temperature of the cold fluid to the ratio of maximum temperature difference, which is TH1 minus TC1, and R is the ratio of change in the temperature of hot fluid, or we can say that the rise in the temperature of the hot fluid, drop in the temperature of the hot fluid, which is TH1 minus TH2 divided by rise in the temperature of the cold fluid, which is TC2 minus TC1. And we can find out value of correction factor by using value of P and R. So by using P and R, we can easily calculate F. So F is a function of flow arrangement and P and R. So using this equation, by putting value of F, delta T and U in this equation, we can easily calculate unknown area or heat transfer rate. In NTU, we have this equation of effectiveness, which is Q by Q max. Q is actual heat transfer and Q max is maximum possible heat transfer for the any heat exchanger. Here C star is a heat capacity ratio, which is C minimum by C maximum. NTU is a number of transfer unit, which is AU by C minimum. Also effectiveness is also function of NTU, heat capacity ratio, as well as flow arrangements. Now to better understand NTU method, let's solve one numerical. A shell and tube heat exchanger with two tube passes and baffled single shell pass is used as oil cooler. Cooling water at 20 degrees Celsius flows through the tube at flow rate of 4.082 kg per second. So this is flow rate, this is the temperature. We still don't know this is a hot fluid or cold fluid. Engine oil is enter the shell side at the flow rate of 10 kg per second. The inlet and outlet temperature of oil is 90 and 60. So this is obviously TH1 and TH2. So this one is TC1. So TC1, this is TH1, this is TH2. Determine the surface area of heat exchanger by both LMTD and NTU method if overall heat transfer coefficient is going to be 262 watt per meter square Kelvin. The specific heat of water and oil are given. So we have to use both method to calculate the required area. So first we are going to use LMTD method. Here, as you can see, we know the three temperature values, TC1, TH1 and TH2. So by using these three values, we can easily calculate value of TC2. Here we know the mass flow rate as well as specific heat of the hot fluid. So we can easily calculate heat capacity of the hot fluid, which is CH, as well as we can easily calculate heat capacity for the cold fluid, which is MCPC. Now we know the heat capacity of hot fluid as well as both the temperature of the hot fluid. So by using MHCPH, TH1 minus TH2, we can easily calculate the value of Q. So our Q would be 635,400 watt. Now using Q is equal to Cc TC2 minus TC1, we can calculate unknown temperature, which is TC2, which is going to be 57.25 degrees Celsius. Now we know all the values of the temperature, so we can easily calculate the value of LMTD delta T. So by using all the four values for the counter flow, which is delta T1 minus delta T2 ln delta T1 by delta T2, the value of LMTD is going to be 36.4 degrees Celsius. Now we have to find out correction factor. So for finding out value of correction factor, we require P and R. Now we know all the values of four temperatures, so we can easily calculate value of P and R by putting the values in this equation. We will get P as 0.5, R as 0.8. Now by using graph from the P and R, we can easily get value of F. which is 0.85. Now putting the value of F, U is already mentioned in question, value of Q we have just find out, delta T we have value of delta T also. So by putting value in this equation, we will get area is 78.6 meters square. So this is the area which we have find out by LMTD method. Now let's solve the same by NTU method. So for NTU method, we need to find out value of heat capacity ratio, which is C mean by C maximum. So we know the minimum heat capacity value is 17058.7, which is our C mean, and C max is 21180. This is our C max. So our heat capacity ratio is 0.80. In this case, CC is C minimum. Now to calculate effectiveness, we have this equation. So for effectiveness, we know all the temperature values. So putting the values of TC2, TC1, TH1, we will get effectiveness as a 0.5. Now we know that the NTU for this kind of flow arrangement with shell and tube heat exchanger with 2 tube passes and buffet single pass shell pass, the NTU equation is this. In this equation, we know the value of effectiveness, we know the value of heat capacity ratio. So by putting the value in this equation, we will get value of NTU, which is 1.226. Now we know that NTU is equal to UA by C minimum. So that A is equal to C minimum by U into NTU. We know all the values of C minimum, U and NTU. So by putting the value in this equation, we will get area as a 79.8 meters square. So by NTU method, the area is 79.8 meters square. By LMTD method, the area is 78.6 meters square. Nearly both are same. So this is the numerical which is based on NTU method. Now let's discuss heat exchanger design calculation. We have studied LMTD method for the heat exchanger, how to use LMTD method to calculate required area or heat transfer rate. We have discussed NTU method. Now let's discuss heat exchanger design calculations. So the main problem for the heat exchanger is of rating and sizing. Okay, so LMTD method is generally used for the sizing problem. As you can see from the numerical, that by using LMTD method, we can easily calculate the required area if we know the inlet and outlet temperatures. So in so many cases, we already know the inlet temperature of the both fluid and required outlet temperature. So according to our required inlet and outlet, we can easily calculate the size of the required heat exchanger by using LMTD method. For that, the first step is to calculate required heat transfer rate for the inlet outlet temperature from the equation. We have this equation, TH1, this is the inlet condition, TH2, this is the desired outlet condition. So for desired outlet TH2, what is going to be our heat transfer rate? First we need to calculate it. Also for required TC2, what should be the heat transfer rate? So the first step for the LMTD is to know the value of required heat transfer rate for the required outlet temperature. The second step is to calculate the required logarithmic mean temperature difference, and if the arrangement is of cross flow heat exchanger, then we have to also calculate the correction factor F if necessary. After that, so by using this equation, we will get value of logarithmic mean temperature difference. Now the third step is to calculate the overall heat transfer coefficient, generally which is already given, and the last step is to use to find out the A. By using this equation, we can easily calculate the required value of A, so that the size of the heat exchanger. Now the rating analysis, which is easily done by the NTU method. So for the rating analysis by NTU method, the first step is to calculate the heat capacity ratio, which is C mean by C max. After that, we have to calculate value of NTU, which is UA by C from the input data. The second step is to calculate the effectiveness. We have equations for the effectiveness for different configuration: parallel, counter, mixed flow, cross flow, shell and tube heat exchanger. So from that equation, we have to calculate value of this effectiveness. The third step is to find out total heat transfer rate by using the equation by using the value of effectiveness. We can easily calculate the heat transfer rate by using this equation, because effectiveness is Q by Q max. So Q is equal to effectiveness into Q max. Okay, so by using this value we can easily calculate the value of heat transfer rate. Now after knowing the value of heat transfer rate, we can easily calculate the outlet temperature, because till now in this equation also we required only inlet condition, so that the TH1 and TC1. Now we can easily calculate the outlet temperature by using this equation or by using this equation, because we know the value of heat transfer rate, we have mass flow rate and specific heat and also inlet conditions, so that the TH1 and TC1. So by using both this equation we can easily calculate the TH2 and TC2, which are our outlet condition, outlet temperatures. So LMTD method is useful where you know the inlet condition as well as outlet condition. NTU method is used where the outlet condition is totally unknown for you and the effectiveness is our main parameter, is our main focus. So NTU method is mainly used for the rating. But if we use NTU method for the sizing, then the procedure is going to be as follows. The first step is to know the outlet and inlet temperature, and then calculate. After knowing inlet and outlet temperature, we have to calculate effectiveness by using this equation. To calculate effectiveness, we required all the temperatures, TH1, TC1, also TH2 and TH1, TH2 and TC1 and TC2. The second step would be find out the heat capacity ratio, which is C mean by C max. The third step, calculate overall heat transfer coefficient. Either it is given in question or you have to derive it from the graph. The next, after knowing the value of effectiveness, heat capacity ratio and NTU, we can easily calculate NTU by equation or from the chart. By this equation, NTU is equal to UA by C minimum. So from this equation you can easily calculate value of capital A. But generally LMTD method is mostly preferred for the sizing problem. So these are the NTU method and LMTD method. That's it.